So, what do we think about Assassin's Creed Mirage? Is this what the fans wanted? We've been debating ever since the emergence of Assassin's Creed Origins what the future of the series should look like. Should it continue to broaden its horizons and compete within the RPG world with games like The Witcher? Or should it stay in its own lane and honor the stealthy foundation that characters like Altair and Ezio built from scratch? The majority deemed it necessary to achieve the latter, particularly after the release of Valhalla. We said we want Assassin's Creed to return to its roots, and boy, have Ubisoft not clung to those words since. Mirage looks beautiful, the world is dense and colorful, Basim is intimidating and deadly, and despite the new character and location, the game seems comfortingly familiar. I mean, come on. We have an assassin donning white robes, scaling walls, and hopping across rooftops in the ancient Middle East. Have you played a game like that before? Yeah, I have too. It's cool though because it taps into our nostalgia playing the very first Assassin's Creed as Altair in Akko and Jerusalem, but this strength is also one of the game's weaknesses. What in this demo is different? What major feature, and I'm not talking about small crap like how the bird almost gets shot, but what major feature does Mirage present that has not already been presented by a previous Assassin's Creed game? Now I don't mean to oversimplify it. It has its own story, which we know very little about, and that probably intrigues me more than the demo. There could be many features it has yet to reveal, although I doubt it, because this recent showcase by Ubisoft was the only right time to sell any gameplay components new to the series. But otherwise, when we asked Ubisoft to return to the roots, did we do so broadly, as if we were requesting a patient, open-world stealth game with a heap of new stealth features? Or did we ask for an amalgamation of all the best basic things that made Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 cool back before 2010, shoved into a pretty next-gen environment with a new story? Some people are calling this game a cash grab, and while that may be too harsh, it's not necessarily completely false. Ubisoft has been very open about their work on other Assassin's Creed titles like Codename Nexus, Codename Jade, Codename Hex, and Codename Red. Each of these titles appears designed to serve a different segment of the gaming community. Nexus is virtual reality. Jade is a mobile game. Red and Hex have been referred to as action RPGs, which may bear similarities to Odyssey and Valhalla. The point here is that Ubisoft has not let go of their expansion into other genres to perfect the original stealth formula that started this whole thing. Mirage is, at the very least, an appeal to the fans of old who cried out for a return to normalcy after the release of the last three titles. Ubisoft is trying to keep them, along with every other sector of their fan base, happy. And in doing so, they appear to spread themselves too thin. The evidence lay in the lack of substance we derive from this most recent Mirage demo. Hidden blades, smoke bombs, throwing knives, poison, eagle vision, the actual eagle, the parkour, the AI, on and on. It looks stylish and polished, but we've had all these things before. Where is the creativity? Where is the boundary pushed within the stealth genre? I mean, just off the top of my head, you could add a few different features. Why not add some layers of complexity to infiltration? What if each base or stronghold was guarded by soldiers with names, who lived lives and followed schedules? You could follow them home and learn more about their family, and all without having Ubisoft hold your hand through it. Like no icons above people's heads or text directions. These are optional methods you notice and choose to follow all on your own. You could use the information you earn about this soldier, or any soldier, to aid your infiltration. Perhaps you blackmail them, or turn their family against them, or be better. Find ways to help them and earn their trust, and turn their allegiances away from the stronghold. Maybe that demands some sort of honor system, where some methods of infiltration hurt your reputation within the Creed, or maybe you get cooler rewards from taking an honorable route because it's harder, I don't know. And that's just about NPC interaction. What if you could do things like poison a nearby river that serves as an outpost's water supply? And perhaps it kills local civilians as well, continuing to add to moral complexity for the game. There is so much you could build with that type of gameplay approach, and it could weave wonderfully within the narrative. This is next-generation attention to detail that should be expected from today's AAA open-world games. Studios like Rockstar, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda already tap, to some degree, into that level of intricacy in their gameplay. Why can't Ubisoft? And as far as foot chases go, with all the tech this generation of consoles has, Why do they not more closely resemble those of the movies? If I'm running from an assassination I just committed, shouldn't I have like 50 dudes full on sprinting after me in the street instead of like 5 quasi jogging and getting lost at the first corner I turn? I mean, at this point, I really feel like Ubisoft should be trying to make foot chases the way Rockstar makes car chases in Grand Theft Auto. The cops are relentless in those games. They catch up to you, they hit you, they pin you into other objects and other vehicles, and they come from all angles too. I think today's Assassin's Creed should have foot soldiers mobilizing from multiple bases to hunt you down, and they should be intimidating in the way that they keep up with you, even if they can't perform parkour. They can still see you balancing on wires and beams from the street, slowly climb up to you, and get creative about the way they catch you. Maybe they work to funnel you into traps. There are so many cool possibilities here, and I'm literally just spitballing this off the top of my head. Why is Ubisoft not pouring new ideas like these into a brand new stealth game? As we said before, their creativity is devoted to how they will continue to expand into other genres, at the expense of potential expansion into genres they have already established a foothold in. And that is my primary issue with Mirage. It's just one stepping stone among many on a path to increased market share. The heart and soul that made Altair's world and Ezio's story so special doesn't seem present with Mirage. Ubisoft is far more interested in the destination at the end of their path than the journey on it. Don't get me wrong, I will probably buy this game and it will probably serve as a cool homage to when Assassin's Creed was on top of the gaming world. I will enjoy doing all the things I've always done in virtually every Assassin's Creed game I've played. But Mirage could have been so much more if Ubisoft wasn't so greedy. They could have pushed all those other projects back and never mentioned them once in the effort to preserve focus, love, and creativity to a true return to roots. Mirage could have set a new standard for stealth games, the way the first 2 titles did. It could have restored faith not only in Assassin's Creed, but also in what has been lost in Ubisoft. This new direction could serve as a foundation for the remaining projects, for which the fandom excitement would be multiplied plenty. And yet, these are the benefits that are lost when you attempt to conquer too much all at once. On a positive note though, there is no denying that the style alone in this game can be enough to captivate us. I am rather desperate to prepare the slaughter of an entire enemy camp while I perch atop a mosque with era-appropriate music in the background. Despite whatever shortcomings I may perceive with Mirage, I know I won't be deprived the feeling of being an assassin in Baghdad. And for many, that may be enough. Others will desire more. And frankly, Ubisoft owes that to us. But which way do you lean? Has what's been shown enough to satisfy you? Or is there room for evolution in the franchise while simultaneously staying true to its origins? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and be sure to check out my channel if you're interested in more content like this. But until next time everyone, take care.